spring is a perfect opportunity for organization, growth, change, the season where flowers are blooming and everyone's really happy and motivated. They can't wait to get outside. I actually feel like this is a time very similar to January for New Year's resolutions, where people are really open to reflecting on their health and hopefully creating new goals to take them through the spring, summer, and fall. So when we're talking about spring cleaning our health, there are a few tips that I have for you. Number one is setting SMART goals. So SMART standing for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Ensuring that your health goals fit all of that criteria helps you stay on track. The second one is replacing habits. Don't eliminate them. So a lot of us get really motivated to change everything, and a lot of those are habits that we've had for a long time. So in order to allow us to ensure that we are successfully able to move forward with these goals, we want them to be a little realistic, right? So instead of eliminating everything completely, look at changing your habits. So if you're a nighttime eater and you want to change what you're eating into something healthier, that's an easier step. Or if you want to exercise, instead of completely doing it 5 or 6 or 7 days a week, start with replacing some old habits like parking further away in the parking lot or taking the stairs instead of the elevator, just to get your body used to it. The third one is remembering your why. We've talked about this before, but your why should govern everything you do, whether it's health related or not. Having a strong purpose and reason or motivation to continue doing something allows you to be better able to see that through. So in a moment of weakness, or if you're challenged, come back to your why. Why are you doing this? Are you making health goals so that you can be around for your kids for years and years to come, that you can be active with them, running around and having the energy to do that? That's what you need to come back to. If you're in the moment of weakness, or you're wanting to make a bad choice, or you don't feel like working out that day, just come back to why you're doing it. And I think that that will motivate you to keep going. The next one is finding support. So friends, colleagues, relatives, people in your community, your next door neighbor. If you have someone that you can be accountable to, as opposed to just being accountable to yourself, studies show that you will be more successful. So find that buddy to go for a walk. Find that partner to do gym classes with or boot camp with. Find someone that you can go to a dinner with and ensure that you're making healthy choices together. If you have support around you, you will be more successful. And not only support around you, but also telling people what your goals are, telling people what you're trying to accomplish. And hopefully by doing so, they'll support you. So they'll ask you, how's it going? Or, they'll try to keep you on track instead of keeping everything to yourself and trying to hide a lot of these changes that you're doing, which, I do find people try to not say anything when they're embarking on a new health goal or plan, but telling people they're excited for you, let them support you, let them jump on your wagon and help you get to where you want to go. Next is, of course, staying accountable to yourself. So yes, it's great to have the support of people around you, but you also do want to be accountable to yourself. Checking in with yourself, keeping a diet diary, using apps that you have on your phone, MyFitnessPal, things like that allow you to track what you're doing, and they do open your eyes to habits that might be really productive and habits that might not be productive. So, something like MyFitnessPal or any app or any diet diary, the feedback I get from people is that it really does open your eyes to how many calories you're eating that you otherwise had no idea that you were eating. So accountable to yourself, that's a good one. And then lastly is limit your goals. Don't choose 5 or 10 things that you need to fix. Pick 1 or pick 2 and work on those 1 or 2 things really well and really hard and master those before you move on to your next health goal. What happens when we're overambitious is that we have all of these changes that we want to make, and ultimately it's really hard to stay focused on a million changes and they fall by the wayside. So if you're able to focus on 1 or 2, see those through, accomplish them, then you almost show yourself, or you prove to yourself that you're able to do it. Then you can move on to number 3 and 4. And hopefully you can overhaul all of your bad habits if you do it that way. So I hope that helps. Spring is such a time for growth and renewal and just rebuilding, right? Everything is fresh. It's a really special time of year. I personally like it a little bit more than January because there's just a different motivation with getting outside, being active, and seeing everything in bloom around you. So spring clean your garage, your closets, your houses, but also don't forget to spring clean your health and your body.